November is National Alzheimer's Awareness Month. In conjunction with Golf Channel, Alzheimer's Association is helping educate our viewers on Alzheimer's. Some important news to report. An experimental drug may signal a breakthrough as a potential Alzheimer's disease treatment. The data surrounding the drug was published on Tuesday in the New England Journal of Medicine and showed signs of slowing cognitive decline by 27%. Researchers have called for studies of the drug, and the U.S. Food and Drug Administration is expected to make a decision by January the 6th. Today, we welcome in Tony Gonzalez, who is a national early-stage advisor for the Alzheimer's Association. Tony was diagnosed with mild cognitive impairment in 2021. Tony, thank you for your time. As someone living with Alzheimer's, how do you view the news that came out yesterday on this new drug?
Well, good morning, and thank you both for having me here today. This news is exciting. This is probably some of the best news we could receive. Now, I say that for myself. This news is great for me because it really targets people in my stage, the early stage of the disease. So for me, I'm looking forward to getting into some new meds. I have some friends that have been on it, and they've had some success with their brain fog. So very excited about that and the other drugs that could be potentially behind it.
Tony, when did you first notice signs that something was wrong, and what action did you take when you did notice it?
Well, I was on my way home from work and driving down the 101 here in California. I was in my hometown, lived here my entire life. And all of a sudden, I didn't know where I was. I didn't know where I was going. I didn't know where I'd come from. All I could remember was I needed to call my wife. I didn't even know I was in my car, to be honest with you. I was immediately afraid, but went to go pull over, looked up, and saw something that just triggered me. So my brain fog was probably a good 2 minutes in my own hometown at that moment. The other one was when my son was getting married. He was a Marine at the time. He's still a Marine, but he was in service at the time. And I had these special American flag socks that I wanted to wear for his wedding. I came in from outside barbecuing, and I picked up my package, opened it up, and I said, "Great, these are awesome socks. I'm so excited." And everybody looked at me as my head blown off. And I looked at my son, and I said, "What's wrong?" He said, "Dad, you literally came in here 5 minutes ago and did that." And I said, "Did what?" He said, "Did everything you just did." And I laughed it off and walked off. Later that night, I talked to my wife, and I said, "I think there's a problem." So that's kind of how it all started.
These are scary situations. What advice would you have for others who might be worried about some kind of impairment in their memory and thinking process?
I think about that a lot. For me, I think the first thing I would say is talk to the people around you first, because it is scary. You're right. The first thing I did, again, as I said, I spoke to my wife, we spoke to our children, we spoke to our close friends, because that's when you need that support immediately, because it could be that it's not anything like what I have. But it is a time to maybe reflect and talk with your family, then go to the doctor immediately. Your general practitioner is a great place to start. They have several tests that they can put you through, but you need to go in, and especially if you're having these issues more and more often.
Tony, what is the biggest misconception about people living with Alzheimer's and other dementia?
That's a great question. I think for me that only people 65 and over can have dementia. Also, that it's just a memory thing. It is beyond all of that. Obviously, I'm 48 years old. I've known of people in their 30s having dementia. And unfortunately, the data has shown us that it's getting sooner and sooner into the population. So I would say that those would be the two biggest things.
Tony, the time of a diagnosis and immediately afterwards has to be probably the scariest for people. What advice do you have for others who've had that diagnosis recently?
Well, the journey to diagnosis is a whole different journey. And I'm glad you asked that question, because for many of us, especially those that are under 65, it is difficult to get that diagnosis. Many doctors, neurologists, many people don't want to give that diagnosis. And you really can't find if this person officially has dementia or Alzheimer's until they pass away. And so you look at their caregivers, and you look at possibly like they did with me where I worked. They asked my employer. So my advice is to really talk to the family around you.
Tony, we so appreciate your time and sharing your story personally, and also we wish you the best of health going forward. Thank you so much.
I appreciate this, guys. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful week.
And you too. Happy holidays. And folks, we do have some ways for you to reduce the risk of cognitive decline, exercising regularly, maintaining a heart-healthy diet, getting proper sleep, staying socially and mentally active as well, and keeping your heart healthy. You see there an Alzheimer's Association helpline as well.